Frank Stagg was a Provisional Irish Republican Army hunger striker from County Mayo, Ireland, who died in 1976 in Wakefield Prison, West Yorkshire, England, after 62 days on hunger strike. Background: Stagg was the seventh child in a family of 13 children. He was born in Hollymount, County Mayo, in 1942. His brother, Emmett Stagg, is a Labour Party politician, formerly a teacher at Dala Faculty North. Stagg was educated to primary level at Newbrook Primary School and at CBS Ballinrobe to secondary level. After finishing his schooling, he worked as an assistant gamekeeper with his uncle prior to emigrating to England in search of work. Once in England, he gained employment as a bus conductor in North London and later became a bus driver. Whilst in England, he met and married fellow Mayo native Bridie Armstrong from Carnarvon. In 1972, he joined the Luton Cumann of Sinn Féin and soon after became a volunteer in the Provisional Irish Republican Army, Provisional Ira. In April 1973, Stagg was arrested with 6 others alleged to comprise an IRA unit planning bombing attacks in Coventry. He was tried at Birmingham Crown Court. The jury found 3 of the 7 not guilty. The remaining 4 were all found guilty of criminal damage and conspiracy to commit arson. Stagg and English-born priest, Father Patrick Fell, were found to be the unit's commanding officers. Stagg was given a 10-year sentence and Fell 12 years. Thomas Gerald Rush was given 7 years and Anthony Rowland Lynch, who was also found guilty of possessing articles with intent to destroy property, namely nitric acid, balloons, throax and sodium chlorate, was given 10 years. Stagg was initially sent to the top security Albany prison on the Isle of Wight. In March 1974, having been moved to Parkhurst Prison, he and fellow Mayo man Michael Gorkan joined a hunger strike begun by the sisters Marion Price and Olive Price, Hugh Feeney and Jerry Kelly. Following the hunger strike that resulted in the death of Michael Gorkan, the Price sisters, Feeney and Kelly, were granted repatriation to Ireland. Stagg was denied repatriation and was transferred to Long Lartin Prison. During his time there he was subject to solitary confinement for refusing to do prison work and was also subjected, along with his wife and sisters, during visits, to humiliating body searches. In protest against this, he began a second hunger strike that lasted for 34 days. This ended when the prison governor agreed to an end to the strip searches on Stagg and his visitors. Stagg was bedridden for the rest of his incarceration in Long Lartin due to a kidney complaint. Hunger strike. In 1975 he was transferred to Wakefield Prison, where it was demanded that he again do prison work. He refused and was placed in solitary confinement. On the 14th of December 1975, Stagg embarked on a hunger strike in Wakefield, along with a number of other Republican prisoners. After being refused repatriation to Ireland during the Ira-British truce, Stagg's demands were an end to solitary confinement, no prison work, repatriation to prison in Ireland. The British government refused to meet any of these demands. Stagg died on the 12th of February 1976 after 62 days on hunger strike. Funeral. Frank Stagg's burial caused considerable controversy in Ireland, with Republicans and 2 of his brothers seeking to have Stagg buried in the Republican plot in Ballina in accordance with his wishes, while his widow, his brother Emmett Stagg, and the Irish government wished to have him buried in the family plot in the same cemetery and to avoid Republican involvement in the funeral. As the Republicans waited at Dublin Airport transport for the body, the Irish government ordered the flight to be diverted to Shannon Airport. His body was taken to Ballina and buried near the family plot, in order to prevent the body being disinterred and reburied by Republicans. The grave was covered with concrete. In November 1976, a group of Republicans tunneled under the concrete to recover the coffin under cover of darkness and reburied it in the Republican plot.